Newborn kittens, tiny, soft, and unbelievably adorable, arrive in the world carrying a bundle of unique and fascinating facts that make them even more irresistible. Weighing no more than a small handful, they come with their eyes tightly closed and their tiny ears folded like delicate petals waiting to bloom. They may look fragile, but these little creatures already have their own hidden superpowers. During their first days of life, kittens experience the world through touch and smell. They cannot see or hear yet, but they instinctively know exactly where their mother is. Amazingly, even just hours after being born, they already know how to crawl their way toward warmth and milk. And when you hear a faint, soft meow, it's hard not to melt. Because yes, newborn kittens can already make tiny cries to call for attention. One of the cutest facts is that every kitten has its own unique purr pattern. Even at this tiny stage, they can purr softly while nursing or snuggling with their mother. The purr is extremely gentle, almost like a little vibration, and it's their special way of saying they feel safe and comfortable. And did you know? Kittens are always born with blue eyes, a soft, misty blue, like the early morning sky. Their true eye color only appears weeks later, whether it becomes green, gold, or brown. Their fur, which looks thin and messy at first, slowly becomes fluffier and more defined as they grow. It seems like they sleep all the time, but it's not because they're lazy. Sleep is their secret growth engine. In the first days, they spend about 90% of their time sleeping. That's when their bodies repair cells, strengthen bones, and build their tiny muscles. But when they do wake up, their little stretches and wiggly movements are pure heart-melting magic. Around their first week, their ears begin to open, and soon after, their eyes follow. The moment their eyes open for the very first time, even though their vision is still blurry, is one of the most adorable milestones. They look confused yet curious, trying to understand this strange new world. From their tiny bodies and wobbly movements to their soft little mews, newborn kittens are among the most charming creatures on Earth, and every second of their growth is filled with tiny wonders that are impossible not to love. As days pass, newborn kittens begin discovering that their tiny world is full of surprises. Their little paws, which first only knew how to knead for milk, soon start exploring, touching, stretching, and even trying to grab their siblings in the softest, clumsiest way possible. Watching them interact is like watching a group of fluffy marshmallows learning how to be alive. Pure chaos, but the sweetest kind. Another adorable fact is that kittens recognize their mother not by sight, but by her scent and warmth. Their mother, in turn, knows each of her kittens individually. She responds differently to each of their cries, almost like a parent who knows exactly which child is calling. The bond between a mother cat and her kittens is incredibly strong, and it's one of the reasons newborn kittens feel so safe despite being so tiny. By the time they reach their second week, their movements become slightly more brave, though still hilariously wobbly. They begin to lift their heads higher, crawl farther, and explore just a little bit beyond their comfort zone. Every small achievement feels like a grand adventure to them. A simple attempt to stand can look like a baby deer trying to balance for the first time. Shaky, uneven, but absolutely precious. As their senses sharpen, kittens start recognizing familiar sounds. The purr of their mother, the footsteps around them, even the gentle rustling of blankets. They begin responding with tiny mews or soft purrs of their own. It's as if they're learning how to communicate with the world one tiny sound at a time. And just when you think they couldn't get any cuter, their personalities slowly start to appear. One might be bold and curious, crawling ahead of the group. Another might be shy and clingy, always staying close to mom. And there's usually that one kitten who sleeps through everything, completely unbothered by the chaos around each passing day, turns these fragile little creatures into more expressive, more playful, and even more adorable versions of themselves. Watching them grow is like witnessing a tiny miracle unfold in slow motion, one soft paw step at a time.